Alright. What else do we need to do? Where'd my... Oh, there it went. Let's just take a couple of those. And we'll just sort out these foundations. Now, I don't think there's a train which uses that connection. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just delete that. And what we'll do is we'll go... Is there a way I can get the materials out first? No. Okay. Why not? Surely I've just kind of being lazy. Surely there is a concrete one over here I can just snap. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only train which actually runs across that section. Alright, so... What about... So that one's pretty much as tight as it can go. So can we at all do anything for it? Well, that's something, I suppose. So that does that one. We'll come back and sort out the legs and feet and all of that a bit later, because we're kind of working against the clock before everything kind of just comes grinding to a halt. So let's just get out. We need realistically 2. Let's flag it as 3, accounting for the resources we get back with each demo we do. But we're gonna, I'm pretty sure we are gonna start running out of resources soon. So it will be a little problematic. Okay, silica we've got enough. Concrete we've got probably a little too much. How much more can I reduce concrete down? Do we need... Yeah, we need all of those. Need all of those. Let's see if we can fill out our inventory at all instead. I mean, the alternative is we just take one of the trains over and go from there. Actually, why don't we do that? Why don't we just take one of the trains? Not that way. Trains have collided. Oh, right, my trains. Am I far enough back to... Nope. Okay. Where is it? Here's the detour. What? Alright. Alright, let's change this around like that. Hopefully we can get around before the train comes down that pathway and then ruins our afternoon. Essentially, what our game plan is to basically just update the output of the plastic of the areas mining the plastic, mining the oil for the plastic, which is here. And then essentially, so we want to upgrade that. And then essentially, once we've done that, we will then upgrade the actual plastic making area itself. Alright, let's just sneak into this little sidetrack thing we have. So it's not this one. So when we get past this one, we need to reverse. Oh, so close. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I actually think the train's now too long. I have expanded the train since I used this particular spot. Does that clear it? Ooh. Sure does. Alright. Let's have a look at the first bit, which is overclocking this to 600. What is the hold up with this one? Okay, no hold up. That's fine. So we obviously can't push too far to the left here because we've got the tracks with the, what's that? The chip area. So we could push a little bit to the right. Yeah, I think that's kind of, I think here we are kind of sandwiched a little bit. Missing 4 cables, you say? Do I have cables on me? I really hope I do. There we go. I actually don't know if this will fit here. Let's have a look. So that's the wrong way. That's the way we want. Now there's no reason I can't just like zoop that around. But also ideally, I don't know if I just want to take this off the train line. Or is that now a little too far back? Yeah, I think that's potentially a little far back. Yeah, I reckon that works. That also gives us the room to push in a little bit too. Okay. This is one I kind of want to keep working if I can. Because I really want to see the impact of it. So let's just take... Alright, so that's the output. We gotta get rid of that for a second. We want to line up on this one, don't we? Yeah. And then that one goes over. And that one goes over. That comes out. That comes out. And essentially, we want a conveyor floor hole. And then we want to do that. Organization, logistics, where is it? In floor, here we go. Alright, so let's just chuck him like there, you reckon? Yeah. Let's go there. We'll connect him up. I think this should fit another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, only just. Okay, so for now, we essentially want to take that. So if we just pull this out for a second, and we can then drop in one of these, just literally just for a second. Literally just so we can connect everything up. Alright, so temporarily let's just take those pipes like that. Now for that we are going to need a pump. Now, where did I put the heavy ore? I leave them. Oh, what's the bet I left it where it was? Sure did. Alright. Let's just jump across the map to grab what we need. I do think potentially with the plastic, I might have all of the spaces just ship their stuff directly. I don't know yet. What happened to... What happened to the stuff I couldn't pick up? Let's just see how long ago was the save. Yeah, let's just do that. That might be best. Well, I really did a lot in 2 minutes. Alright. Alright, and then all we gotta do is basically go like that. And I have nowhere to get power. Alright, how are we going in here? Alright, let's go and grab the heavy beams. And see if we can just fit it next to it. While we're over here, we'll see if we'll just need to grab a little bit more rubber as well. Alright, if we go grab the rubber, I think there's only one other fuel site. One other oil site, actually. I mean, that one can stay for now. We probably need something while we... just as a little bit of a backup, and it has no... and it has no impact on what's around us, so... Alright. We can build another one. Another one. And then we'll go up and do the one in the rocks. I think we'll leave this power station for now. Maybe we do that later. We've just got to see what our power requirements are. And then we can basically just delete all this in the middle. And then we can work on our plastic. Ooh, there we go. Alright, let's just basically dump what we can here. And then we'll just slowly basically what we'll also want to do is we probably should actually add in like a storage container on each side. 30, 60, 90, 120, 180. So we should actually be able to fit it all. Because what we're kind of looking to do is basically wait until this... I want to see if I can fit it kind of in that area. Alright, let's just help it along a tad. And yeah, then we'll need to figure out all of this. Get rid of these. Alright, so they're basically done then. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's mostly it. Now, is there enough? Is there enough in like the little pipes to back up? Oh, that's right. The backs of this one aren't connected. Keep forgetting that. Okay, so that should kind of carry us for a little bit. Okay. Look, it is technically high enough not to be an issue. Let's just cut it for a second. We continue just to remove this as quick as we can. Hopefully we can get the other one up and running ASAP. Alright. Now we're up here. Let's just delete this. What don't we need that much of? Alright. Alright, let's get the blueprint up. And then we only have one more after this, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, that's the correct one. It thinks it's caught on some... Oh, well, it's halfway through the other building. Alright. We still have a little bit more room. Put that in. Put that all the way up. No, just there. Drop that down like that. Then we want to take... we need to flip that over. And then doing the other one quickly kind of becomes less important because this is the only one that's actually... Because this output's enough for both of them. Now, it doesn't mean that we're actually processing enough oil per minute, but it's a start. That needs to be connected like that. Alright, so let's... Now, we gotta do this bit again. We gotta do the outer side for both of them, actually. Then we gotta run the glass. Okay, let's grab some more silica, which is there. Okay. So that's sorted. What we need to do now is figure out how we want this to work. The problem it has is it does kind of block everything. So I wonder, do we build a new... like a new station thing? And then we want catwalk straight. Corner. And then catwalk straight. How come that doesn't... Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, so what we probably want to do is go over like this. What does that connect to? Nothing, I hope, because I just disconnected it. Alright. I think what I am going to change to with this one, or with like the ones for the One's like the plastic and whatever. I might change it to 2 trains. Actually no. I think 4 probably 4? Maybe I just need to fill the second one up with... So it's front, empty, empty, back. Front, empty. Organization, transport. 3. Okay. What we want for this is pretty much everything in here. Ramp. And then we go patterns, no, concrete, yes. Why doesn't that actually want to connect? The idea is that we should be able to bypass a lot of the trains. Well, do they all just error? I think all the trains... Or are they just very confused? That's a train that's coming here, I believe. after start of, it has pickup 24. Station 24, we want to load only packaged oil, and we only want to unload empty canisters. Save. Package oil, empty canisters. Save. Save. Okay. So I don't actually actually, let's just put some storage away. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't think about that very well. Okay, so that needs to do that one. Are there any trains actually stuck right now? I think it's possibly the biggest question. Okay, so we can actually pull this one out. Right, so if we pull that one out, then we go production, oil extraction. That. Redo all the power in a second. All right. Let's go like that, potentially. And then we want to put in number 7. Which we put, where did we put there? There. Alright, so that's kind of working now, which is good. So that's going to pump in there and over. We don't have an extraction set up, that's fine currently. And we don't have an input set up from here. Let's go to unload. Alright, so we want to go 1, 2. Then we want to go like 1, then 2. Drop that off there. What is feeding the front one at the moment? Nothing. Okay. Right, let's drop that one down like maybe that. Okay, so that should unload right there, which is fantastical. Then we basically just want to take this one. And then we want to go organization. It's probably not the best way to do that. No, that's the right spot vertically. Can we go any further in? Yeah, we can. Alright. That's now filling up nice and strongly. Let's just go drop some stuff off in the train. Okay. We go down to 100. What? Can we just load this into there? Basically, they can kind of go whatever way they want, right? So... Alright, so now we actually need to tidy this up. Walls, what we want to do is we want to just do a basic wall. And then we just go concrete wall like that. And send it all the way across. What we probably want to do, yeah, we want to do a wall there. And then we want to do another wall like that. We want to do that. Like that. What we actually want to do here is we want to go down like that. Where is the... oh, it's going into here. Right, and then we want to go down like that. Connect, and then we probably want to put one of those, I don't know, like that. Alright, so that's kind of done. What we need to do now, though, is just got to empty our inventory, and then we just got to sort out how the bypass is going to work. Don't need those. Alright, so now we'll move on. We don't need those. We got that, those. But we want to take, I don't know, maybe 20 of those. And then let's dismantle that. And we just go to dismantle this one here. Alright. In theory, right? I should actually be able to just cut it back to... Alright. Then we want to go foundations. And then actually these want to be concrete as well, so let's just make them concrete, and then we want to grab railway tracks. So the question is it actually worth at the moment doing the bypass? You know what? Possibly not. It might be something, because there's all... The chances of all... One, the trains aren't actually that smart. So maybe not. maybe it's not worth it. Alright, so we just got to build... Look, we do need to build 2 more. But most of which we should be able to get our resources. And then what we'll need to do is we'll need to build the back 2 connections. As the thingo. Are we far enough up? Yes, we are, I think. Alright, let's go grab what we need. Now we will need the silica for 2, but we won't need most of the other resources. Take that. Take some of those. Take some of that. Oh, we need 2 stacks of silica. We need a lot of copper sheets. Oh, there's the silica there. Alright, let's go investigate what we can do. Ah, that's right, this is one of the odd location ones where we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. And then we're also competing with some copper going through the middle. Alright, how do we reckon we could do this? We could do the easy thing like that. Yeah, I actually think that's a good idea. Pipes. Alright, then we want to go like that. And then we want to go logistics. floor hole. And type 2. Go pull that one out. Then drop him. Alright. We bring him here. Bring him there. Alright, let's just chuck up these walls and then we can kind of do a little bit more fun stuff. We want to put the power through, I think. And then we want to put up the wall. And then we have the catwalk ramp. Catwalk stairs, sorry. And then we have catwalk straight. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? Why don't we go splitter? Am I still holding? Yes, I am. Alright. Mark 2. This one is actually interesting given we are a little bit further away. I can still have the exit, like, go, like, kind of go through the middle kind of thing. Yeah, I think I like that idea, actually. Okay, so that should hopefully clear enough out of here. And then I just got to figure out this copper. I actually don't know if it's going to empty enough. No, because each of these are a stack. Plus there's all that. Logistics, let's just quickly drop a... Alright, we'll do that just so we can clear all of these. Why is it complaining? Oh, did I copy a blank one everywhere? Oh, that's actually pretty funny. Did I copy the blank one and pasted it everywhere? And then, yeah, we'll have enough to clear. Basically, we want to clear everything here. It's more or less what we want to do. Okay, let's get rid of that. What on earth was that noise? That is kind of scary. Oh, wrong way. We probably could go like there, I reckon. Yeah, that's a good distance, I think. Oh, try again. Oh, they are on different levels, but it's okay. I can always spin this around as well. I'm gonna go like that. Um, like that, and then